If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And
when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like that.
Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis have been at odds for a while, but no one expected just how intense things could get. Until now.
I got a question for you, Tank. At 147, how does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
147? Shit, if I tap that trend, you know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know
he ain't got no chance.
His fight week approaches for Gervonta Davis. He wraps up training camp, preparing for his 31st fight, and aiming for his 29th knockout. Ahead of the bout, he and his opponent, Roach, took part in a behind-the-scenes roundtable interview in Brooklyn near the fight venue. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford has been in New York since Keyshawn Davis's fight against Dennis Baroni.
Whoever! I told Tank. Tank know what's up. You know what I mean? He know what he up against when he fights Shakur or Keyshawn. You know what I mean? He want to fight these.
The fight took place on Valentine's Day at Madison Square Garden, with Terence Crawford, Claressa Shields, and other top boxers in attendance. Since then, Crawford has remained in New York, planning to head to Saudi Arabia to watch Shakur Stevenson face Floyd Schofield. However, in a shocking turn of events, he showed up at the press meeting between Gervonta Davis and Roach. The meeting quickly erupted into a brawl after Gervonta Davis confronted Crawford over his recent comments.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Crawford admitted to making the comments and dared Devon to take action. However, he was quicker to react, shoving Tank Davis before they were pulled apart. Here's what really happened, and the statement from Crawford that sparked their latest feud. The 37-year-old from Omaha, Nebraska, has accomplished more than most fighters dream of since his professional debut in March 2008, securing world titles in 4 weight divisions and becoming the undisputed champion at both super lightweight and welterweight. Now, as he prepares for a mega fight against Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez later this year, Crawford has taken aim at a reigning world champion he calls arrogant.
I just felt like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around.
Speaking on the Cigar Talk podcast, Terence Crawford shared his unfiltered thoughts on WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis, admitting he doesn't like the 30-year-old from Baltimore. "I just really don't like that dude, I really don't," Crawford said. "I don't like anything about him. He's just one of these arrogant guys who hides behind what he has. He's always surrounded by security, and in the limelight, he acts a certain way, but in different situations, he wouldn't be like that." When asked if he respects Davis as a fighter, Crawford acknowledged his talent. "Yeah, he's a damn good fighter. He's got skills, power, and tremendous boxing ability. But as a person, his core personality and his ways, nah."
I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your...
The showdown between the American stars seems unlikely anytime soon due to the significant weight gap. Crawford last fought at 154 lbs in August and is set to face Canelo at 168 lbs. Meanwhile, the highest weight class Davis has competed in is super lightweight, though most of his success has come at lightweight. Undefeated at 30-0, Davis remains a dominant force, holding the WBA title in a stacked lightweight division that is eagerly awaiting unification bouts.
He's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
Vasily Lomachenko holds the IBF title, Shakur Stevenson owns the WBC belt, and Keyshawn Davis recently claimed the WBO strap with a devastating body shot knockout of Dennis Baroni on Valentine's Day. Terence Crawford, who was ringside to support his training partner, told Fight Hype afterward that he doesn't believe Tank would fare well against Keyshawn or Shakur. "Tank knows what he's up against," Crawford said. "If he fights Shakur or Keyshawn, he's in trouble. He prefers opponents who aren't mentally ready, fighters with some skill but not the mindset to sustain it for an entire fight. But those two? they'll be the ones to hand him his first loss.
I got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
Both Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis share the same belief and recently voiced their thoughts on a potential showdown with Gervonta Davis in exclusive interviews with Talksport.com. Keyshawn, brimming with confidence, compared a matchup with Gervonta to the dominant performance Crawford delivered against Errol Spence Jr. in July 2023 for the undisputed welterweight crown. "I see myself giving Gervonta the same beating Terence gave Spence," Keyshawn told Talksport.com. "His style is perfect for me. I'm young, and while I don't think it'll go the full 12 rounds, I can go the distance if needed. I'm smarter than him, inside and outside the ring. Period. The only thing people will always bring up is that one punch."
Guys that everybody in the world know they ain't gonna give them no fight. They not mentally there, you know what I mean? They might have a little skills here and there, but mentally wise, they not gonna...
"I have power and have knocked fighters out with one punch, but he's done it consistently," Keyshawn said. "We all know about his knockout power, but we haven't truly seen mine yet. I've only had 12 fights and have competed at an elite level for just 3. My next fight against Baranchik will be my 4th at this level, so there's still a lot people don't know about me. I'm better than what I've shown so far." Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson has been chasing a fight with Gervonta Davis for years without success and still doesn't know why it hasn't materialized. However, he believes one person can make it happen. "He's the superstar, the biggest name in boxing, the top pay-per-view attraction," Stevenson told Talksport.com. "So if this fight is going to happen, it's on him to make the call."
Keep it up, that whole fight. And them 2 guys right there, you know what I mean, is going to be the ones that, you know, give him his first...
"The ball is in his court," Stevenson said. "I can't send him an offer. Turki Alalshik can. He's got the money, I don't. I don't know why this fight hasn't happened yet. Gervonta is a weird guy, and to be honest, I don't have much respect for him." Davis returns to action on March 1st in Brooklyn against WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach. If he emerges unscathed, he is expected to face one of the 3 reigning champions next. Clips at this stage, Vasily Lomachenko appears to be the frontrunner, as Davis's team previously approached the Ukrainian slickster for a fight last year. However, Lomachenko chose to take time away from the sport instead. Essentially, the feud between Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford stemmed from events at the Ring Magazine Awards in London this past January, where Gervonta Davis was notably absent.
Said no chance.
I got round 5.
Yeah, I got round 6.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah.
Biggest stars gathered at the Ring Magazine Awards in London, but a few notable names were absent, most prominently Gervonta Davis. Despite announcing his plans to retire in 2025, Davis remains undefeated at 30-0 with 28 knockouts, securing his place among boxing's elite. However, his absence may not have been by choice. Reports suggest he wasn't invited due to his strained relationship with Riyadh Season and Turki Alalshik, who also owns Ring Magazine. It seems the lightweight champion wasn't happy about being left off the guest list. Davis expressed his frustration through several posts on his XSX account, which he later deleted. However, Terence Crawford seized the moment to mock him, escalating their dispute on social media, a feud that has continued until Tuesday. Following his deleted posts, Davis took aim at both the organizers and attendees of the event. While his strained relationship with the Riyadh Season team may have played a role in his absence from the Ring Magazine Awards, the exact reasons remain unclear. One thing is certain: he got a response, and it came from Terence Crawford. Two champions have been at odds for some time, frequently exchanging barbs and taunts. Reports suggest that Crawford, who recently met with Turki Alalshik, is edging closer to a blockbuster showdown with Canelo Alvarez later this year. Taking a jab at Gervonta Davis, Crawford couldn't resist mocking him. "I see somebody's mad they weren't invited to the Ring Magazine gala," he laughed. I remember being left out, so when they let me in, I crashed the party, he posted, adding mocking emojis in response to Davis's deleted posts. However, some of Davis's posts were recovered by users. To understand why Crawford fired back, we need to take a closer look at what Davis originally posted. Though the posts were deleted, some publications managed to capture and report on them. Why didn't they invite everyone? Davis questioned in his post. But they invited people they deal with. Get out of here, stop bum eating. Seemingly taking aim at Eddie Hearn, he added, "Look at that little rat," thinking he came up on something. Now tell them all to fight each other, since they have such a heavy roster. Davis also had words for Turki Alalshik, first suggesting that the invited guests should fight among themselves, then criticizing the sheikh for, in his view, knowing nothing about boxing.